Level 1. The morning that broke reality. You wake up. Nothing feels different. Same room, same ceiling, same life. Until you check your phone, a notification appears, a headline, a plane emergency, scheduled for tonight. You freeze. The article is dated tomorrow. Tomorrow. Not today. Tomorrow. You blink. Refresh. It's still there. You laugh nervously. A glitch. A bug. A weird dream lingering in your head. Then another notification arrives. A stock market crash. Also tomorrow. Then another. A celebrity scandal. Tomorrow. Another. A championship result. Tomorrow, every headline is from the future. Exactly one day ahead. Your heart pounds. You rush outside. The city looks normal. Cars move. People walk. Nobody knows. Nobody suspects. But you do. You know what happens next. And for the first time in history, the future belongs to one person. You. Level 2, proving the impossible. You need proof. Real proof. Not theories. Not guesses. Facts. You buy a lottery ticket. The winning numbers are already in your head. Hours later, every number matches. Every single one. People stare, reporters call, friends ask questions. You make excuses. Lucky guess. Lucky day. Lucky break. But luck strikes again, and again, and again. Sports outcomes, market movements, breaking news. You know everything before it happens. Money floods in, opportunities appear everywhere. The world starts rewarding you for knowledge nobody else has. You become richer in weeks than most people do in a lifetime. But wealth isn't the biggest prize. Power is. Level 3, the power of tomorrow. You stop watching the news. You already know it. You stop checking forecasts. You already know them. You stop worrying. Because uncertainty no longer exists. At least for you. A company will explode in value tomorrow. You invest today. A business will collapse tomorrow. You sell today. Every decision becomes effortless. Every move becomes perfect. People call you a genius, a visionary, a prodigy. You know the truth. You're none of those things. You're simply early, one day early. Yet that tiny advantage changes everything, because history belongs to people who arrive first, and nobody arrives earlier than you. Level 4, the first warning. Then something changes. A headline appears. Massive bridge collapse. Hundreds at risk. Tomorrow. You stare at the screen. This isn't money. This isn't profit. This is lives. Real lives. People who don't know they're in danger. People eating breakfast, going to work, planning tomorrow. A tomorrow they may never see. For the first time, knowing the future feels less like a gift and more like a burden. What do you do? Warn people. How? Explain how you know? Who would believe you? And if they do believe you, what happens next? You realize something terrifying. The future may be visible, but changing it is another matter entirely. Level 5. The paradox you decide to intervene. Anonymous messages, emergency reports, warnings. Anything. Everything. Authorities investigate. The bridge is closed. The disaster never happens. Lives are saved. You should feel relieved. Instead, you feel confused. Because when midnight arrives, the headline disappears. It never happened. History changed. The future changed. Which means your knowledge isn't fixed. It's alive, moving, shifting, reacting. Every action creates a new tomorrow. And suddenly the rules are gone. The future is no longer something you observe. It's something you're shaping, and that makes you the most dangerous person on earth. Level 6. The hidden advantage. The next morning arrives. New headlines appear. A new future. A different future. Your future. You test the limits. Small changes first. A stranger misses a train. A meeting gets delayed. A business deal never happens. Tiny actions. Massive consequences. You begin seeing patterns. The world is a giant chain reaction. Every choice matters. Every second matters. Every person matters. One push, one delay, one conversation. History bends. You aren't predicting the future anymore. You're engineering it. And that realization is intoxicating. Level 7. The billion-dollar question. What would you do? If failure became impossible, you build companies, you launch products, you make investments, every move succeeds, every risk pays off. People study you, governments notice you, investors worship you, your face appears everywhere. Interviews, magazines, documentaries, the youngest genius, the greatest entrepreneur, the mastermind of a generation. Yet every award feels hollow because none of it was earned. You already knew the answers. You simply showed up early, and deep down, that starts to bother you. Level 8. The men who notice someone is watching. Not reporters, not investors, not fans. People with resources, people with questions, people who understand probabilities and understand that yours make no sense. You are called into private meetings, asked impossible questions. How do you always know? How do you never miss? How do you predict everything? You smile, you deflect, you dodge, but suspicion grows because eventually every miracle looks like evidence and every secret attracts hunters. Level 9. The future fights back. Then it happens. A headline appears, your own name, missing, tomorrow, your stomach drops. You refresh, still there. Again, still there. For the first time, the future isn't showing opportunity, it's showing danger. You cancel appointments, change plans, avoid crowds, avoid everyone. Midnight arrives, nothing happens. You exhale, relieved. Then your phone vibrates. Unknown number, one message. We know. 3 words. And suddenly, the future feels very close. Level 10. The price of knowing sleep becomes impossible. Every morning brings new information. Wars, crashes, scandals, disasters, deaths. You know them all. Before anyone else. The burden grows heavier. You save people. Then more people need saving. You stop one tragedy, another appears, you prevent a disaster. A different disaster takes its place. The future is endless, and so is suffering. You realize something painful. No matter how much you change, you cannot save everyone. Not even close. Level 11, the breaking point. The headlines keep coming. Faster, darker, louder. A city flood, a market collapse, a political crisis, a technological breakthrough. Thousands of futures, millions of lives, all depending on decisions only you can make. The pressure becomes unbearable. You stare at the screen, hands shaking, eyes exhausted. And for the first time, you consider ignoring it. Just one day, one peaceful day. No warnings, no interventions, no responsibility, just silence. But silence has consequences too, and you know exactly what they are. Level 12, the master of tomorrow. Years pass, your influence spreads everywhere. Entire industries depend on your decisions. Entire economies move when you move. People don't realize it, but history has become centralized around you. One person, one mind, one source of knowledge. The balance of power has shifted. Kings once ruled nations. Empires once ruled continents. You rule probability itself, and that power is unlike anything humanity has ever seen. Level 13, the impossible headline one morning. The screen is blank. No headlines, no notifications, nothing. You wait. Minutes pass, hours pass, still nothing. Panic rises. For years, the future arrived every morning. Now it's gone. No warning, no explanation, no future, just uncertainty. The very thing you escaped, the very thing you forgot how to live with. Level 14, the final discovery. Then a single message appears. Not a headline, not an article, a sentence, just one sentence. Humanity no longer has a fixed tomorrow. You stare at it, confused, terrified, mesmerized. Then it hits you. The future vanished because the world became too unpredictable, too connected, too influenced, too changed by you. Your actions altered history so dramatically that tomorrow itself became impossible to calculate. For the first time since this began, the future is truly unwritten. Level 15, the last morning you wake up. Sunlight spills across the room. Silence. No alerts. No predictions. No secret knowledge. No advantage. You sit there, listening, thinking, waiting. Nothing comes. And then you smile. Because for years you carried tomorrow on your shoulders. For years you lived ahead of everyone else. For years you knew every outcome before it arrived. But now, for the first time, you get to experience life the way everyone else does. One moment at a time, one choice at a time, one day at a time. No certainty, no guarantees, only possibility. And maybe that was the greatest gift all along. Not knowing the future, but having the freedom to create it. The end.